Question you. Japan has become a cashless society, but there are still stores that only accept cash payment, like Temboy and Shrine entrance fee, or like food or drink vending machine. So make sure to always have the cash on you. And it's always easy to find an ATM convenience store if you need. Next, I'd like to share with you guys about the best season to visit Japan. Speaking of climate, I recommend you to avoid to come Japan in August and September if you plan to walk outside for a long time, because Japanese summer is so hot and so humid, it's so wetty, and there are risks of heat stroke. If you decide to come to Japan in summer, come prepared for the weather, like carry drinks and holding umbrella with UV blocking. My recommendation is this green tea. I see a lot of tourists drinking this tea, but this iced tea is not sweet, and the Japanese iced tea is different from other countries. Like, it's not sweet. It's literally just iced tea. And also, please note that late June is the start of annual rainy season, and it lasts a few weeks. And August and September is a typhoon season. Hurricane. You should be careful that the Shinkansen trains are often cancelled in this season. So, in my opinion, I feel May and October is the most comfortable season to come to Japan. And next, speaking of crowds, the end of December and New Year holidays is crowded. And also, the Golden Week and summer vacation in August are also busiest months in Japan. Especially in the third week of August is crowded because of the vacation period called Obon in Japanese. I recommend you to avoid this week, not only because of crowds, but also because of the price is higher in this season in many places. Bring a small trash bag. It's true that there are not many published trash cans in most places in Japan. Different people have different opinion, but many people say it's mainly because of the Sami attack occurred in 1995 in Tokyo. After this incident, trash cans were taken out of many public areas because they could potentially hold the terrorist weapons. Tokyo still has very few trash cans, but train stations are still always on alert for suspicious items or anything that could be possibly linked to further incidents. So I recommend you to bring a small trash bag to hold your trash. Tipping is not part of Japanese culture. A lot of cultural guidebooks claim that it is rude in Japan, but it's not really the case. It just could create potentially awkward situation with the worker, and they will probably just reject your tip. Many onsen facilities in Japan do not accept customers with tattoo. Although there are various theories, one leading reason is that a few decades ago, tattoos were embraced even more by Japanese yakuza, Japanese mafia. To the Japanese mafia, tattoos physically means the members' bravery and loyalty and the resistance to the normal society. So the most of onsen facilities are considered it's danger to accept the people with tattoo. However, recently views on tattoo are changing because there are many people who got tattoo for fashion. So there are more and more facilities that allow people with tattoo to use the onsen, or if a sticker is placed over the tattoo, they can use the onsen. As a Japanese person, I'd like you to take a hot spring when you come to Japan to heal and be refreshed. But if you prefer not to expose yourself in front of multiple strangers, I recommend you to stay in a room with a own bath. And please note that using your phone in changing room in onsen facility is also prohibited. This is because even if you do not use the camera of your phone, the guests around you might be worried about their being filmed. Bring your own Wi-Fi router. In Japan, most cafes and hotels have free Wi-Fi, but public facilities such as trains do not have the Wi-Fi. If you feel it's inconvenient, recommend that you bring a router. Cities are just so crowded. Avoid the morning commute time in Tokyo. On weekdays from 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., the millions squeeze into the trains across the city. This sometimes helps along by station staff who make sure everyone's packed in. Trains at Shinjuku Station is the busiest station in the world, with approximately 3.5 million passengers per day. It is common to wait a long line for hours at the stores in the city. So, if you want to visit a popular store, I recommend you to make a reservation in advance. Difference between Haneda Airport and Narita Airport. If you are flying into Tokyo, there are two airports, Haneda Airport and Narita Airport. Haneda Airport is in Tokyo, while Narita Airport is in Chiba Prefecture. If you plan to visit Tokyo, Haneda Airport is more accessible. However, Narita Airport might be easier to use because it has more international flights. But I personally feel like Haneda Airport has slightly wide variety of facility, although it depends on what terminal you use. And they have more stores and restaurants that are open overnight.